Yeah. Briarcliff business. Sister Jude on a Judge Dredd arc again. Look, they line us up for the purge. Cold hoes, no words, say it's God doing work, but it feel like the urge of a sad little nun with a grudge and a thirst, trying to wash off sin. But the dirt's in the church, they call this cleansing. I call it a search for anyone left with a soul and a nerve. You hear that hum in the walls when they turn on the surge. That's me in this building linking up in the murk. I wake up in a cage, steel frame, no matches, just rage. Got a nun with a Bible, got a doc with a gauge. Got a hall full of ghosts with their wrists in chains, and a floor full of sins they ain't mopping away. They say, Marshall, you a plague, you infect, you perform. You the reason that the weak start to speak in a form. You the jester in the court, turning storms into make an example and tear you apart. Hoses coiled on the wall like snakes in a row. Holy water in a jug with a cheap marker note. If there's God in a bottle, then he cheap as the soap. Cause everybody here's still dirty and broke. Bernard screaming needs the whole Oval Office in flesh. Link his bones in his chest, Nixon stress in his neck. They blast him anyway, presidential drip in the stress. Call it therapy, really just a fetish for wreck. I'm laughing low like damn, this a hell of a set. Got a live studio audience and torture for checks. Ardent in the cut, taking mental notes for the test. Trying to figure out how my brain still got Wi-Fi left. Step forward, Jude says like I'm next on stage. I'm the matinee freak show, front row rage. Dirty jumpsuit drip, bare feet still cage, but my tongue got a blade that they can't downgrade. Marshall Mathers, you a plague, you corrosive noise. You encourage all this filth, turn the damned into boys with their pants down, joking in the face of the Lord. Lady, if he that fragile, he ain't fit for the board. You and I rapping my reformatory. Too late be kicking in my head, that's a whole laboratory. I spit a bar, feel the lights glitch over me. Every bulb in the ceiling trying not to blow on me. I wake up in a cage, steel frame, no mattress, just rage. When I said that, I felt the current cascade through the chair, through the pipes, through the wires in the maze. Whole building tuned in like it's waiting on plays. They blast my chest with the hose, cold slap to the lungs. Ribs rattle like the hi-hat under the drums. I'm choking but still joking, blood taste on my tongue. Laughing in between coughs like you done or you dumb. Jude screaming renounce, say you wrong, say you sick, say you giving God your tongue, hand it over, that's it. I'm half drowned, teeth chatter, but I still talk slick. Y'all can have my crimes, but this mic, that's lit. These hoes got memory, don't let the paint job fool you. Every scream, every hose blast, every hallelujah got recorded in a plaster. That's my new producer. When I rhyme it, play it back with a grudge and a tumor. Ardent smirk, say specimen. Jude's glare, say sin. They tag me like elaborate with a mic for a skin. But the second that they wet me, something crack in the grid. Like the water woke up wires, they been hiding in bricks. When Bernard said, I resign from all administration. Light popped overhead like a glitch in creation. Frequency in my skull hit the fixtures with patience. Now the old wiring starts showing new innovations. You gon' tell me it's God when the bulbs start blinking, when the pipes hum low to the cadence I'm thinking. When staying in the back, feel his tracker straight sinking, and Raven swaying like the bass lines breathing. This not confession, this a hostile merger between a man with a temper and a building to murder. You try to purge me, now the purge got a server. Every tortured soul in the stone got a verse up. They line us up for the purge, cold hoes, no words, say it's God doing work, but it feel like the urge of a sad little nun with a grudge and a thirst, trying to wash off sin. But the dirt's in the church, they call this cleansing. I call it a search for anyone left with a soul and a nerve. You hear that hum in the walls when they turn on the surge. That's me in this building linking up in the murk. So next time the hoses hiss and the bulbs all dim, and you hear that low buzz cutting under the hem, that ain't grace, that's a glitch, that's a leak in the rim. That's the purge getting flipped by the problem within.